Wow. It's hard to believe, folks. But as I speak right now, and you can see up there, we are 67 days away to the start of the pre-holiday season. 67 days away from the pre-holiday season. And you know why it's called the pre-holiday season? I'll tell you why. Because it all starts with the one holiday where all kids, even grown-ups, like myself, can dress up as anything we want. Anybody and anything we want. And as far as kids go out, get a bunch of candy. As far as adults go out, have a massive party. If you know what I mean. Or go to massive parties, if you will. But you know, the reason I talk about this is, I talked about in one of my previous videos how fast the summer season is going. The summer vacation the vacation season, as far as summer goes, for most people in this area, in the Central Valley region of California, in some parts of Northern California, some parts of Southern California, and in some, if not probably 50%, if not 45 to 50% of the United States, are all done with their summer vacations, and they're all back at school either as teachers or as students, or in one of my family members' case, a teacher and a student. It's hard to believe that. But what's even more so, it's hard to believe that we're 67 days away from Halloween now. 67 days away from the start of the pre-holiday season. And the reason I talk about this is because I was skimming through these today, just this morning, about 20 minutes ago. I was skimming through the ones I recorded last year. And it's hard to believe that it hasn't been that long since, it's almost been a year, or it's going on a year, starting in October, that I did these. A year starting in October. And it's going to be 2 years since I did the first batch, or my second batch, in 2009. You know, it's kind of hard to believe that. But what convinces me even more, folks, is we have a Walgreens here in town, and you go into the Walgreens there, and they're already putting up the cardboard, they're already putting up the boxes of candy in the orange and black colors with the spiderweb designs and all that. That's what's really surprising. And I guarantee you from experience, you go to Walmart as we speak, and they're already setting up just small little displays, but as the weeks go on, they set up even more so. Now, that's just now. And you look at the Dollar Tree. If you go to a local Dollar Tree or Dollar Store or Family Dollar, depending on where you live, believe me when I tell you this, they're not just setting up for Halloween, they already got some decorations out for Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is hard to believe. But then again, maybe it shouldn't be too hard to believe. You see, the thing about the fact that we're 67 days away, a little over 2 months away from the start of the pre-holiday season, shows you how fast this year is going by. It does. It really does show you how fast this year has gone by. I mean, I look at some of the DVDs I've recorded throughout the year. One of them is WrestleMania 27. And already it's going by, and already we're going into the Night of Champions pay-per-view on the 18th of September. Then, what's even more so is I recorded Money in the Bank in July, and we're already past SummerSlam, and now we're going into Money in the Bank. That's what's hard to believe, folks. And you want us to talk about sports, what about baseball? We're already getting into the final months. We got playoff talk being discussed about. And we're not even, and the month ends a week from now. So it shows you how fast the year's gone by. But again, the reason I talk about, but again, getting back to my topic of this video, 67 days away from the pre-holiday season, the reason I talk about that now is you have to get yourselves ready. You have to get yourselves prepared. Because in 67 days, the start of the pre-holiday season, that's when things start to get a little hectic. Just like I mentioned last year, it's like a slow start, and then as the weeks go on, it starts to increase and increase and increase. When I worked at Walmart as an unloader, and around this time of the year, here at the final full week of August or so, final 2 weeks or a week and a half, we used to start getting in a lot of our Halloween shipments. And on occasions, as we entered into September, around the mid-time of September, not only did those shipments increase, these of our Halloween stuff, but around the mid-term of September, we also started to get in a little bit of Thanksgiving shipments for stuff to buy in time for Thanksgiving. But as that went on, and we got towards the end of September and into October, not only did our shipments of Halloween stuff increase, even more so, more drastically, and the Thanksgiving shipments increased more so, but we started seeing these little increasements, these tiny increasements of Christmas stuff coming in at the end of September into October. And as we got further into October, more of the Halloween stuff increased, but it also started to decrease as we got towards Halloween. The Thanksgiving stuff started to increase even more so. And the small shipments of Christmas stuff we were getting started to increase even more so as well, just by a tiny bit. As we got towards the end of October, the Halloween stuff, the shipments there just started to really decrease and end. The Thanksgiving shipments started to really increase and begin. And then, as we got into November, the Christmas shipments really started to come in, really started to take shape. So, that told me that that would always tell me around this time that the holiday seasons were just around the corner. It's hard to believe that they were just around the corner. I mean, it's like I said, you take a look at a Walgreens, like the one we have here in town, and they're already bringing out candy and stuff with the Halloween decorations and things. You know, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe, you know, that's all being brought out now. And like I said, you take a look at a dollar store or a Dollar Tree or a Family Dollar, you know, and they're bringing out not just Halloween stuff, but Christmas stuff and Thanksgiving stuff as well. So that kind of tells you the year's gone by fast. If all of a sudden it feels like yesterday, because what I'm trying to say is, if all of a sudden it felt like yesterday was the end of the holiday season, and now all of a sudden here we are starting it again. Because folks, I have on my iPod, and I'm pretty sure some of you have these on your iPads, your Androids, and your iPhones, and your iPods that you have. You probably have these countdown apps, right, for the holidays. Well, it's like I said, the one I have has a countdown for all the holidays. 67 days to Halloween, right? Then the next one after that is Thanksgiving. Alright? So you add 67 days to, I don't know, you add 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 81. You're practically 88 days away from Thanksgiving. From right now. 88 days according to that. Because if we're 67 days away from Halloween, we're 88 days away from that. And then you add another 30 to the 88, And guess what? You're 118 days away from Christmas. And then you add a few more days to that, 6 more to that, and that's 126 days, 125 days actually, to 2012. It's hard to believe. The only 2 holidays that are still in the hundreds, when it comes to counting down to them, are the 2 most anticipated ones of the year. Well, 1 or 2 out of the 3 most anticipated ones of the year. Christmas and New Year's. Thanksgiving is the 3rd of the most anticipated. Halloween's up there as well, but Thanksgiving, that's when everything starts really increasing. And we're 88 days away from Thanksgiving, which means for any holiday shoppers out there, we're 88 days away, or 89 days away from the Black Fridays. So in these next 88 days plus, in these next, basically, I'm just going to put 100 days upcoming, 105 days, 110 days plus. 110 days I'll put it, because that's how I look at it. In the next 110, 115 days, things will really start to go crazy. And it's hard to believe that we're 125 days away from 2012. So yeah, even though it says we're 67 days away from the pre-holiday season, we're 125 days away from New Year. We're 88 days away from Thanksgiving. I mean, it's just hard to believe how fast this year's going by. I mean, what I'm talking about now, it feels like I was talking about it just yesterday, and it was about a year ago, so I was talking about it. And now all of a sudden I'm talking about it again? Shows you how fast this year's gone by, folks. But, you know, maybe there's a reason for it. You know, if you look at it from a religious standpoint, maybe it's just showing us how fast these years are going by, because it's showing us how fast we are and how close we are to the rapture. If you look at it from a Christianized religious standpoint. But then again, we don't know that. But all I can say is this. It was 67 days away from the pre-holiday season, and all I can say is, where did the time go? Comment down below if you like. Tell me what you guys think. Do you agree that this year's gone by fast, and it is hard to believe that we're this close to the pre-holiday season? Tell me what you guys think. Comment down below, and I'll talk to you later.